Most companies don't have a data problem. They have a people problem. They've got data sitting in CRM systems, product analytics tools, financial reports, marketing platforms, spreadsheets, and cloud warehouses. But they don't always have the right person to make sense of it. That's usually when the conversation turns to data analytics staffing agencies. Because having data isn't the same thing as using data. You need people who can ask the right questions, pull the right information, and explain what it actually means for the business. A data analytics staffing agency helps companies find those people. At Core One, that usually means helping teams hire the talent sitting between raw data and business decisions. Sometimes that's a data analyst who can work through SQL tables and figure out what's driving revenue. Sometimes it's a BI analyst who can build dashboards leadership can actually use. Sometimes it's an analytics engineer who can organize messy data. So the rest of the team can trust what they're looking at. The title matters, but the actual work matters more. Data analytics staffing sounds broad because it is broad. In practice, companies usually need someone who can answer business questions with data. Questions like, why did conversions drop last quarter? Why are customers leaving? Which marketing channels are actually producing revenue? Where is performance improving? Where are we guessing instead of knowing? That's the real value of analytics talent. They don't just build reports. They help the business see what's happening. And when that work is done well, leaders make better decisions faster. One thing we see often is that companies start by saying they need a data analyst. But after we talk through the role, it becomes clear they need something more specific. A data analyst is usually focused on querying data, building reports, and connecting numbers back to business questions. A BI analyst is more focused on dashboards, reporting layers, Tableau, Power BI, and executive visibility. An analytics engineer sits between data engineering and analytics. They help structure data so analysts can actually use it, often with tools like dbt. Product and marketing analysts go deeper into customer behavior, product usage, campaign performance, and channel effectiveness. Those are different jobs, and hiring the wrong one creates friction fast. Another common point of confusion is analytics versus data science. Those terms get used together, but the day-to-day work is usually different. Analytics teams are often focused on understanding what already happened. They look at sales numbers, customer behavior, product usage, or marketing performance, and explain the story behind it. Data scientists are usually focused on prediction. They build models that estimate what could happen next. So an analyst might explain why one region outperformed the others last quarter. A data scientist might use that same data to forecast future demand. Both are valuable, but they solve different problems. The tools matter too. Most analytics hiring conversations include some mix of SQL, Python, Tableau, Power BI, Snowflake, BigQuery, dbt, Excel. But checking boxes on a resume isn't enough. A candidate can list SQL and still struggle to explain what the data means. They can list Tableau and still build dashboards nobody uses. The question is how they've used the tools, what problems they solved, and whether they can translate technical work into business clarity. There's also the question of hiring model. Some companies need contract analysts for a defined project. Maybe they're cleaning up datasets, building dashboards, or getting reporting infrastructure in place. Others use contract to hire because they want to see how someone works with the team before making a permanent commitment. And companies building a long-term analytics function usually need direct hire talent. There isn't one right answer. It depends on your data maturity, your timeline, and what the business needs from the role. Here is the primary takeaway from our discussion. Data analytics staffing isn't just about finding someone who knows SQL or Tableau. It's about finding someone who can turn your company's data into decisions people can actually use. That takes the right role definition, the right screening, and a recruiting partner who understands the difference between analytics titles that may sound similar but work very differently. If your team needs analytics talent, Core One can help you think through the role, the tools, the hiring model, and the kind of person who will actually move the work forward. Start with the business question, then hire the person who can answer it.